it's for damn sure I won't use that part in the video.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back to Bushwhackings. This time around, it's an 8-caper countdown all the way home, and we saved the most fun for the last stop. But we start with South Dakota landmarks. This is wall that way.
Yeah, that's what my thing says. Right on Main Street.
All those signs.
Probably 100.
Oh, no, more than that. No two alike. But can't argue the results.
Oh my goodness, look at the big bunny rabbit. Or jackalope. What are they called?
What is jackalope? Question is, where is it? Say go straight, right?
No, right.
Go right?
Left.
Left. Make up your mind. Which right? This right or left?
This one. Okay. And then up here, 2 stop signs on Main Street. You just take a right.
Okay.
I feel like they're making us go a long way around.
Okay, then apparently the stop sign does not apply to them.
Okay, so right.
Okay. This guy go through his little go-kart. Not a lot of yielding going on here in the wall. And there it is.
I think this whole thing is it. Right? Maybe?
Cafe will only hold 530 people, honey.
Go to Outlet. I saw the Black Lamb's jewelry back there. Whatever it is. Gold diggers.
Stop.
There's a big space.
And we'll take it. Wait. Yeah, it's close enough. Well, we made it to Wall Drug.
Let's go shopping.
Hi.
Welcome to Minuteman Missile Historic Site.
Our bushwhackings continue. I'm Charlie, she's Sandy, and we are headed home from the Badlands. You had fun, didn't you?
Yes. It's an interesting park, that's for sure. It's different.
It is different. It is different. And if you're curious about it, you can go back and watch our Badlands video and hear our arrival, experience, and departure from it on there. And by the way, while I was there, I filmed a bunch of driving videos where we just put the camera out on the hood and drove it. So if you want to drive the park, explore our channel, go down there and you'll see drive-along videos. And the Badland ones are on there. There's one that we filmed in Arkansas about a year ago. That's on there. There's a bunch of them. So that's something we do when we go somewhere, just do a little drive-along video. But today we start our trip home. And our trip home starts at Mount Rushmore.
Hey, I'm excited about Mount Rushmore.
And you know who's on Mount Rushmore?
You're gonna make me do it?
I'm gonna quiz you. You know.
Washington, Jefferson, Roosevelt.
Good thing we can edit. Hey Sandy, who's on Mount Rushmore?
Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, Thomas Jefferson.
There you go. I knew you knew that.
We looked it up.
Well, she didn't. We had discussed it earlier, and she told me Thomas Jefferson was on there, and I said, no, he's not. Yes, he is. So, here's a question for you to ponder as we make our way to Mount Rushmore. We all have a Mount Rushmore somewhere in our heart of people who are on that mountainside who have made an impact in our life. Who is it that you'd put on your Mount Rushmore? Go ahead and put it in the comments. So we're calling an audible on our trip. We were going to stay up there in Rushmore, but then we came down here to see Custer State Park and decided that was a big... we've already seen bison, and that was really the only upside to it. So my queen decided that, no, I don't want to go back that way. And so we decided to reroute ourselves. And it was actually pretty easy to do using RV Life. What I did was Sandy decided where we wanted to make it for tonight, and I put that in. Then I went down to that location and found points of interest, camp places around it, found one, booked it, bang, we're done. And then we're also able to find the gas stations and stuff along the way and all that right there in RV Life. So it made life super easy for us to do that. And it then routed us right back to where we would be the day after tomorrow on our regular route home. So that's what I like about traveling with Panoramic, right? Because the road is, it is our life to choose what we want to do. And so that's what we're doing.
I don't have to worry about hotels.
And we don't have to worry about hotels. We have an excellent turn down service here in the Guppy. I woke up this morning and started noodling around and realized we were 9 miles away from Hastings, Nebraska.
Okay. What's in Hastings, Nebraska?
Well, don't you know? I didn't know before this morning, but Claude told me that Hastings is, #1, birthplace of Kool-Aid.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see what you did there. But it is also home to the Corvair Museum of America.
And what is Corvair?
Corvair was an ill-fated car that was designed by Chevrolet. Came out in 1960, and it had a suspension that, because the engine was in the back, it was almost cantilevered over the rear axle, kind of like a Porsche or a Volkswagen Beetle. And because of the kind of suspension they did, if you got into a high speed and you made a turn, the weight could cause rollovers fairly easily. And in 1963, Ralph Nader wrote a book called Unsafe at Any Speed.
I've heard of that.
It came out in 1964, talking about how dangerous the Corvair was because of its likelihood to roll over. The thing about the Corvair was it was a piece of engineering magic. It was a marvel of its era. And in 1963, they fixed that problem with the Corvair. So they fixed it the year Nader was writing the book, and by the time the book came out, the Corvair was as solid as any car on the road at any speed. But by then, it was too late. The book came out, and the Corvair was doomed. And I think they stopped making them, I think, around 1967, 69, in there somewhere. But the Corvair was designed to be this all-terrain kind of car you could drive anywhere. And you're going to see them here in a minute when we get to Hastings.
That's fun. This one's cute, this bright blue and white top. Are these all the Corvairs?
Every one of them.
This one looks like it did take a wrong turn. They're cute cars. Kind of sad. They're just like here, just sitting here.
I have one more stop for you before we get to our camp space tonight.
Okay.
Jesse Chisholm was a fur trader with Scottish and Cherokee blood. And he blazed a trail from South Texas up to Wichita. And even though he never drove cattle on it, that the Chisholm Trail saved Texas. Because I think, and I don't know the number for sure, but I think back in the day, cattle was traded for like 2 cents a head in Texas. But up in Kansas, they were selling them for 15 and 20 cents a head. And so they drive the cattle up the Chisholm Trail, which he used as a fur trading trail. And the rest is history.
That's very cool.
In fact, he was a buddy of Sam Houston, and Sam Houston gave him credit for helping save Texas financially.
Wow.
Because the cattle trade up and down the Chisholm Trail. You may find this hard to believe, but along the Chisholm Trail there were Indian tribes that wanted to charge a toll for cattle coming through.
The early toll road.
After all those miles across the Red River, you know what that means.
Texas!
This was the longest trip we've ever taken.
Yes.
And, wow.
We survived.
We did. So now that we're home in Texas, now we're within hours of home at last, we really can't make the run home without stopping at Buc-ee's.
Right. Wake up the last day of any trip, and you're trying to keep those thoughts of home out. No, I know.
I want to stay on my trip.
No, I know. I've already started, like, you can feel the vacation going away and the reality approaching. It's like, okay, so I need to do this and I need to do this. I've already sent out some emails. I'm like, yep, I'm almost home.
We used to do this thing in the Boy Scouts called Thorns and Roses.
Yes, I've heard of this.
At the end of every hike, you talk about what were the thorns, what were the roses.
The first thorn for me was the storm in Iowa.
That was a storm.
Yeah, that was kind of scary.
That was.
And we were so close to our camp that night. You know, it's like, oh, let's just make it to camp.
So we have this weather app that overlays the weather over the road so you can see, and you get all these squiggle marks of the storm, and it's good Lord.
Actually, our first thorn was the fires in the panhandle of Texas.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to go straight north.
Right.
And our first night, and we were still in Texas, our first night I'm getting these little alerts and messages that there are fires in Canyon, Texas. And I'm like, where's Canyon, Texas?
right on our path.
Yeah. So I'm freaking out that night, and we're almost to the point to where we're like, okay, we're going to change the trip.
We had to wind up rerouting our trip all the way around them to get up to the Badlands. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Thorn.
Yeah.
It didn't help the wind down you need at the beginning of a vacation dealing with those storms, but we made it through.
Right. Yeah. Okay, what about thorns for you?
Oh, one of the thorns was the carbon monoxide detector.
Oh, that's
and
right.
learning to turn off the heat before you open the windows.
Right. No matter what window.
No matter what the weather, no matter what they tell you.
Yeah, because
it came sneaking in and set off the detector.
Yeah.
So.
As we were waking up, I mean,
Yeah,
you were already awake.
Right.
But it was sort of like, okay, why did that happen? So now we know.
Yeah.
Don't open the windows when you have the heater on.
Right. So what about the good parts? What were the roses for Sandy?
Well, just vacation time, that sort of downtime that there's so many daily things that go away. You know, that just staring off onto the horizons and the different horizons. Oh my gosh. From the Badlands to the mountains to the prairies. I mean, we really had it all. And I love the fresh air. I love the sunrises. I love to watch the pretty sky and the sunsets. Just that downtime where some of the daily living is not rattling around.
Right.
And of course the animals. I love that. Love to see all the little animals out. How about roses for you?
There are a couple. Number one was shooting the Milky Way.
That was a big one for you.
When doing Milky Way photography, you line up a laser against the North Star, then you turn on this motor that the camera's mounted on that counteracts the curve of the Earth. And the first thing you have to do is find Polaris. Well, I got out there and I kept looking. It comes off you look for the Big Dipper, and at the end of it there's the Little Dipper, and it's right at the end of the Little Dipper, that's where Polaris will be. And I could not find either one of those dippers to save my life. I was looking, and finally, after 2 hours, I found it, and it was worth it.
And I was sleeping, sound asleep.
The other one was the other big rose for me, because the trip was a photography trip for me, and that's why I came, was to shoot the Badlands. And I got lots and lots of great images of the Badlands. But the last day, getting out my big 400 and shooting those prairie dogs.
Charlie sitting all by himself in a prairie, sitting down with this lens that's shooting these little prairie dogs, and they are busy and they are loud.
Yep, it was fun, and we learned a lot on this trip too. I think we learned about timing meals, watching our clock, being mindful of each other in a different way, and it was a good trip. I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
However, when I got this, I made Sandy a promise. Remember that promise?
Yes, I do. So the promise was that every third day, I thought it was every third day.
After every third day.
After every third day, that we would stay at a hotel, just to sort of,
with
stretch
a
our
spa.
Yeah, it had to have a spa, a hotel and spa.
Well, I found you that one.
Oh my gosh.
It looked like they shot The Shining there.
No, not my kind of hotel and spa.
Yeah.
But
My
anyway.
kind of spa
What?
is our shower tonight.
Oh, I cannot wait. We've got a shower. I mean, this does teach you really don't need a lot. don't need a lot. We pack in 2 little cubbies of clothes. You know, I mean, you just don't need a lot. And even food, even our meals are simple, which makes me happy. It's a simple living, and that is refreshing.
Now,
we've had AC nights, we've had furnace nights, and we've had window nights. So it's funny, we covered them all.
we really did. And I tell you what, it's a teamwork thing too. You got to work as a team when you're working in this kind of space, and I like that. And I also like the isolation of it, being away and just, you know, with the exception of the Starlink satellite where we can watch the news every day. But aside from that, it was nice to be away. Our guppy gets the glam treatment in the next episode. Can you help us? Liking and subscribing makes it easier for folks to find our videos. It's fun learning our way along and sharing what we find on our bushwhacking capers. In the meantime, check out these other videos from our recent runs. Thanks again for watching and sharing Bushwhackings.